Welcome back to Dad's Cars. That feels weird to say because I've been Dad's garage for years. So, Dad's Garage, please go subscribe to that channel also. That's my main channel where I do all the do-it-yourselfer stuff. It'll have some auto, oil changes, filter changes, pretty simple things on there. More advanced things are going to stay here on the Dad's Cars channel when it comes to car things. But that channel also, Dad's Garage, is also guns, a lot of do-it-yourselfer around the house stuff. So that is the main channel still, but moved all the car content over here. So today we've got an install on this C6 behind me. We're going to have to uncover this baby, and let me show you the install that we're going to do today. So one of the biggest complaints people have about the C6 is the steering wheel. The steering wheel does look pretty lame in a cool car like this. So we're going to upgrade that steering wheel. This just came in today. This thing is super nice. This particular one, I didn't go with the carbon fiber version. Carbon fiber version is about double the price. Looks the same, but it is real carbon fiber. So this one it is hydro dipped. So it looks like carbon fiber, has the leather here, but no matter which position you get this thing in, it feels really nice. So we're going to do the install on this today. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pop this hatch open. We're going to disconnect the negative side of the battery because we do not want that airbag to deploy. That will be an absolute nightmare. So let's get into this project. So on the Grand Sport, the batteries are back here in the back if you have the manual transmission car. And that's the same with the Z06. Batteries back here in the back. I'll pop up our WeatherTech here, and then the battery's just underneath this cover. Looks like I need a 10mm wrench. So I don't know if I can get you in here properly or not, but there's a 10mm nut right on top of this. They got some weird looking battery connectors here. Let's see if I can get you in there to see that. So basically this right here, I've just loosened this up, this nut. And then I'm going to remove this. That loosens the cable. And I'm going to pull it off this battery. And all the lights go out in the car. And I'm going to leave that like that for about 20 minutes, just so the system discharges. And then I'm going to go in, grab some dinner here, and then I'm going to get back out here and start removing the old steering wheel. All right, so this thing's been discharging for a while now, so I'm going to go ahead and get inside the car, and we're going to start removing the old steering wheel. One thing I forgot. I got the battery disconnected. Got to get in this thing. So we're going to go back here. You probably all know about this. So we're going to go back here in the trunk. We're going to get here to our little door, pull, and that should open our door. There we go. And this thing, of course, is pitch black inside because all the lights are out. And I got the car partially covered still. So we're going to start down here. There's two little holes on each side of this cover. And we're going to get us a little Allen wrench. And we are going to pop this thing, go with the size a little bit smaller than the hole. And we're trying to feel the release for this thing, for this airbag. There it goes. So you just got to feel around in there. You'll feel like a little spring type clip. And then there you go. It's off. So if you look right here, here's the little hole I was pushing through, and you're trying to push this spring right here. So if you can see that little spring moving back and forth, that's what you're pushing, because up here in that hole, you can see it moving in and out. That's what actually releases it, because it is actually going right through here. That's what holds this airbag in. All right, so the next thing we got here is these two little clips. We're gonna pop these up like so. But then all you're gonna do with this airbag is you're gonna pinch the side of these clips. I'm trying to do it where you can see, but I guess you do have to pull this all the way out. So you pull these all the way out, and that will allow you to pinch the side and then remove the connector. Just pull straight up. And these are colored, so pink goes to pink. So now that piece is out. That's the part we're most concerned about. And now what we've got left here is just some wires and things that we got to get loose. All right, so now what we want to do is grab our Torx. I'm going to get these small ones out of the way first. These aren't an exact fit. They feel a little sloppy, but T20 looks like it's the closest. 25 doesn't fit it. 25 is too big, so. And these are not very tight, so I wouldn't use an impact or anything like that on it. Okay, so this is just a cover, so this just comes off. This one has wires attached for all your controls, so you can unplug this on the back just by pressing down and pulling out that connector. So that's now out of the way. So now we've got these two larger Torx bits, and those fit good, and that is a, looks like that's a T30. So these have, the wires are taped inside, so you're going to want to get that tape up, and I would save that somewhere here so you can retape those wires down. And then you'll want to take this connector out as well. There we go. Just needed a little help. So there's that part. So now, pretty much, we are down to the nut now to get this old steering wheel off. And there it is. Okay, so this has been an adventure so far. So everything went really smoothly until I tried to get the steering wheel off. So this has been problematic, I'll tell you that. I went to a whole bunch of YouTube videos trying to look this up. Everybody said, oh, just wiggle it back and forth, it'll come right off. No. So I have gone down to O'Reilly's, got a steering wheel puller, and it's ironic to me that if you don't need a steering wheel puller, why do they put a place here to pull the steering wheel? So I am going to hook this baby up, and we're going to give her one last shot here before I take it to my buddy's shop tomorrow, because he may have some tools that I just don't have. But let's see if we can get this thing in here and get this thing off. But this thing is going nowhere. I have tried. I put a regular gear puller on it. It wouldn't budge. So I'm hoping using a specific steering wheel puller, we'll have some better luck with this. So I'm hoping now this is going to do the trick. Okay, so I went off camera for a few minutes to work on this, so I didn't bore you to tears. It finally popped, and it's finally out. But that was made a loud pop, and I thought, oh gosh, the steering wheel broke. But it did not. So it is off. Finally. Good grief, that was a pain. All right, let's head over here to the workbench. All right, so I just realized I wasn't recording. So all I've done, what you've missed, is these two screws come out of the old steering wheel and they go on the new one to put the cover back on. Pretty simple there. You'll notice there's an arrow right here. That tells you where to line it up on the shaft. Let's go inside the car here and take a look at this. So you'll notice right here is that little mark on the shaft. That little mark on the shaft notates where this arrow lines up to. So let's get back in here and start reassembling this. I think the hard part's all done. All right, so we're back inside the car. We're gonna loop all of our wires inside this hole here. All the wires through that hole. And then we're gonna line our mark up with the steering wheel, and that is lined up. That is super tight. I don't know why it's so tight, but our nut should solve the problem of pulling this thing down for us. All right, we're going to torque this to 27. And I'm going to get Joshua over here to hold the steering wheel because I want to try not to rub against this. And wow. There it goes. There we go. Got it. Okay, now we can start reattaching all this stuff. Now we're going to start running these wires back up through here again. So while I'm sitting here fishing these wires around, I want to just say the moral of the story: have a steering wheel puller ready. Have it ready just in case, because wow, this would have been night and day with the steering wheel puller. So there it is, all finished up. That is like a 1000% improvement over what was in here. So anyway, it feels really good, looks fantastic, and project complete. So there we go, we got that project all done for you. I hope you liked it, and the steering wheel looks just fantastic. And gonna go hook up the battery again now, and then we're done. So anyway, please hit subscribe to this channel. It's my brand new channel, And also hit subscribe to Dad's Garage if you're not a member over there. Please join us, and we appreciate everything. Have a great day. We'll catch you next time right here on Dad's Cars.